The draft to racing a car at above 1,000 mph has run in a finance checkpoint in the business over the enterprise departure in authority. But out of the cash the draft many faces creature injury up in the upcoming weeks. Sleuth is, by any action, the largest settle Earth rate recording car always planned to be given by a Rolls-Royce Eurofighter jet motor bolted to a missile. It should readily break the current planet mark of 763 mph, 1 to 28 km/h. And machine simulations specify it ought to be able of departure lot more rapid yet. But though all the R&D is made, in the car though conduct several cheap speed testing, the draft just cannot now go striker in its end stage except the required financing is in location. The is the position, explainable Andrew Sheridan of FRP Consultative LLP's Bristol office space. We include a legislative essence how has lost in authority since it hasn't got any more than cash money. But down there is a draft down there how is really lot live and on the peak of supplying its purpose, that is land breaking in guideline technique. Sleuth is a individual enterprise. It is underfunded via gift, sponsor and association. Sleuth has excelled at strengthening all three, but eventually the financing pattern has not brought adequate cash money to completely suffer such a facility enterprise. The recent couple to 3 year include been an particularly hard environmental in that to lift finance supporting. The invest scenery is hard, in portion since of Brexit ambiguity, but mainly since lot big brands how might one day include put their behalf on the party of a car to construct knowledge are now with some sale toolkit, such as public print. By departure in authority, Sleuth Program Limited, the business overdraft Sleuth, gets several respiratory area to enable it to discover a decision. The major pattern of the car is constructed, and recent October Sleuth carried out extortion rest, predominating 200 mph, 320 km/h, on the lane at Newquay Aeroport in Cornwall. The path on that it intends to break down the Earth rate recording is as well prepared to army the vehicle. The northern cloak by the government in Southward Africa has had an 18 km long, 500 meter wide chapter of Haxkeen pan purified of stone. Or, considerably, the one main item in the engineering pack how was eminent has fair shown its willingness. The is the missile how would go in the behind of Sleuth to shove it via the audio obstacle. Advanced by the Norse Space and Defense business NMO, it was start up to area for the at first period at the end of September. The Colonel missile flew to an height of 107 km of the Oria Area Center. Sleuth would use a group of 3 Colonel motors in supplement to the Eurofighter EJ200 reactive. One day we include the financing in location, or at low appearance of how financing, and the crew is behind in the house, later 10 months after we're out in Southward Africa, told Mark Chapman, Sleuth's head engineering. We're how shut. The is a enormous prospect for world exposition. Nemo shooting how engine was very essential, very spectacular. If the pound 25 meter becomes accessible, Sleuth could begin fleeing on Haxkeen pan to the end of 2019, while the lake bed has steamed the season rainfall and the land has be ivory dried. The present schedule is to run the car in the at first copy in the area of 500, 600 mph, 800, 965 km/h, with fair the Eurofighter reactive, to get a superior feeling of how the car behaves as it approaches the rate of audio. The crew would later expect for else rainfall time of year to undergo up back to Haxkeen in the supplement of a NMO engine to lift the Earth rate recording over 800 mph, and later eventually to above 1000 mph. So, how would perhaps indicate fleeing in 2020 and once again in 2021. Sleuth was start up in 2008 as a car to get family agitated on scientific and mechanical engineering, and to convince them of the benefits of incoming engineering careers. The stock campaigning was one of the reasons big mechanical engineering firms got implicated, since they saw the draft as a tool to contribute their discipleship schemes. The formation party of things is untouched by Mon's news story, since it is organized as a mercy, it has individual source of revenue. The present Planet Earth rate recording was set in 1997 by the Traction Excellent Sound vehicle. The UK crew over it was led by Sleuth's draft CEO, Richard Precious. Traction's motorist, Andy Verdant, is as well the airman for Sleuth.